Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, like to give all praises to
Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham, Rakakadash.
We give double honor to the apostles of greatness who are true well.
Khan.
Salutations to the man of the book and sincere elect. To Brother Dawar and Matasa from the Trinidad camp. And we out here to do, our edification based on being your brother's keeper.
Khan.
Like the situation with Canaan. Not Canaan, with Ham. Like when Ham saw his father's nakedness, what did he do? He went and mocked and he went and tell his brothers, hey, look, daddy, he lying down naked.
God.
But what his two brothers did is two brothers went backwards and covered their father's nakedness. Alright? And the scriptures talk about, covering your nakedness, close to cover your nakedness. Basically to cover your shame. And how you cover one another's shame? Through the scriptures.
God.
Understand? By covering your brother's shame through the scriptures, by reproofing your brother, talking to your brother, if you see your brother going off, guess what? That is being your brother's keeper. Understand? Like what Cain said, he said, am I my brother's keeper? So we had to be our brother's keeper. Alright? So we're not getting into that. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 1. Did any of you have any matter against another? Go to the law before the unjust and not before the saints. Do you not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? It says, know ye not that we shall judge angels? It says, how much more the things that pertain to this life? It says, if then ye have judgment of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are least esteemed in the church. So basically, we're supposed to, anything that happen among the brotherhood, the brothers are supposed to deal with that. You understand? We're supposed to be able to deal with matters among the brotherhood.
That's
right. It says, I speak to your shame, it is so, that there is not a wise man among you. It says, no, not one that should be able to judge between his brethren. It says, but brother go to the law with brother and before the unbelievers. It says, now therefore there is utterly a fault among you. It says, because you go to the law one with another, why do you not rather take wrong? Why do you not rather suffer yourself to be defrauded?
Yeah, come.
You understand? So it's like, hey, your brother might do you something bad that you don't like. And then you might hold that against your brother, and that might, as the scripture says, a little leaven if you hold them. You might sort of hate your brother for no reason, for a misunderstanding that you could have dealt with.
Yeah,
you understand?
More or less, if I may say, all of those kind of feelings we don't come about on spirits. You gotta watch how you're holding and harboring the spirits around you. And then it goes back to pride too. Because when you taking it wrong, you're showing that you don't have pride. Because that's one way to show you don't have pride, that's taking it wrong and so that you can actually win your brother by taking that wrong too. And then after when everything settled down, when you go back to your brother, you confine your brother and you talk to him and you get things going.
Understand? Really one we have?
Alright, so it's Galatians chapter 5 and verse 13 to 16. For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty, only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another.
Yeah, by love serve one another. Understand? If you see a brother going off, reproof your brother. And that brother is supposed to be able to take reproof, because if you don't want this, you should see that hate to reproof is in the way of a sinner. If you hate reproof, then guess what? You basically saying that you don't want the Most High to speak to you, because the Most High is speaking to you through that brother, because that brother using the Most High's word. Alright? If you see a brother slacking when it comes to doing the Lord's work, and hey, you talk to that brother, don't just watch the brother, walk off a cliff. Or you just as guilty. You talk to your brother, you bring back your brother in his right state of mind. If you see the brother being, tired in his spirit, you talk to your brother. Shake your brother up. If your brother do something to offend you, speak to your brother. And you being a brother should also, take correction from one another. Don't feel it too mighty not to be corrected. Alright? Don't ever feel it too mighty to be corrected. Alright? Correction can come from any angle.
That's right.
So go ahead.
For all the law is fulfilled with one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. But
love your neighbor as you love yourself. You understand? You wouldn't do any, as the scripture said, no man having a son give it, if his son asks him for a fish, give him a serpent. You understand? So if you ain't gonna want bad things for yourself, hey, don't give bad things to your brothers. If you would want somebody to speak to you, you know, to put you on the right track, guess what? If you see your brother going off the right track, you should also want to put your brother back on the right track. Don't just stand by and watch your brother walk off a cliff. Understand? Hey, the scripture said, if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. But guess what? The scripture said, blessed are your eyes, for ye see. So then we are not blind. We are not blind. The scripture says, I trust that we're not blind. Alright? So if we could see, then guess what? We're supposed to be able to shine light so that all may see. You might get a revelation or an epiphany that you know something not right, something not wrong. You see all your brothers doing that, but guess what? You keep it to yourself, then guess what? You just as wicked.
Because through this word we're not blind. Because we following the laws and the commandments of the Most High Abba Shem Yoshai. So that what makes us not blind. And sometimes your brother may be thinking carnally and not spiritually, because there's a spiritual battle we're going through. So continuing. But if he bite and devour one another, take heed that he be not consumed one of another. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Yeah, so it said you bite and tear one another. So now like let me read the scripture here real quick. This is stay with me for 1 second.
Yeah, so more or less all this is about being brotherly love. Looking out for your brother. Not watching your brother fall in a ditch and talking about it, but rather help your brother out of that ditch.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 3. It says, for ye are yet carnal, whosoever for whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, are ye not carnal and walk as men? So when you have divisions among the brotherhood, guess what? You're being carnal. You're not being spiritual minded. It might be between different camps. If you think yourself to be better than another camp, guess what? Hey, Yahweh Shai not divided. You understand? So from the time you say the thing that you better than another camp, guess what? You're being proud. You're being proud. You understand? Going on, it says, for while one said, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos, are ye not carnal? Who then is Paul, and who is Apollos? But ministers by whom ye believed, even as the Lord gave to every man. I have planted, Apollos watered, but Yahweh gave the increase. So you understand? So it all goes back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So then therefore, if we are one in Yahweh Shai, then guess what? We have to think as being one. The scripture said to, you know, to speak the same things. Understand? Speak the same things. So you have to be of one mind and one judgment. So therefore, if you see a brother, or hey, it could be another camp, it could be another brother, it don't matter. Once it's a brother that in the faith, you see that brother going off, hey, you talk to that brother. Hey, Ark, you know, we're doing all right. And guess what? That brother should be in the right spirit, that he should, hey, say, no, Ark, Tawara, I wasn't seeing the error of my ways. And guess what? If he not seeing that, and he's so prideful that, you know, that he don't want to hear you, the scripture said, hey, go with 2 or 3 witnesses.
That's right.
Or bring him before the elders. You understand? Go back and try this, so more people could trim the error of his ways. And if he still want to be wicked, hey, then cast him out as a heathen man. But you have to deal with it according to the scriptures.
That's right. It's 1 John chapter 2, verse 9 to 11. And that said he is the light. Sorry. He that said he is the light, and hateth his brother, is in darkness even until now. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is no occasion of stumbling in him. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth.
Yeah. So then, therefore, you can be in darkness, and you hate your brother's rebuke, and you in so much darkness that guess what? You don't even know that you walk in the wrong path. You think that you're walking in the truth, and not knowing. Because why? Because of what in your heart. And as the brother said, them spirits making you believe that you're doing the right thing when you're all along you're in the wrong. All along you're in the wrong. The scripture said to examine yourself. Examine yourself. Understand? You finished?
Because the darkness had blinded his eyes.
Okay. Understand? Darkness blind your eyes. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 25. It says that there should be no schisms in the body, but that the members should have the same care as one for another. One for another. Don't love this brother because this brother is the head. And hate this brother because this brother is the foot. Supposed to love the whole body. Right? It says, and whether one member suffer, all members suffer with it. Hey, I remember, it had an incident where, a brother, in this camp, he ended up in the hospital. And you know what all the brothers did? All the brothers dropped what they was doing. If it was work, if they was, having sex with their wife, whatever they was doing, I don't know. But everybody dropped what they doing and went to the hospital. Alright? Because why? One member suffering and all suffered.
That's correct.
For a brother down and out, hey, guess what? You help that brother. If you see a brother going off, you help that brother. Don't just watch that brother and say, look at him. Look at him. He going off and you don't even know. Yeah. So then think about you now. Think about that brother going off and not knowing. But you knowing and not saying.
Yeah, you wicked. You wicked.
Can. Understand? Verse 26, it says, and whether one member suffer, all members suffer with it, or one member be honored, all members should rejoice with it. Now are ye the body of Mashiach, and members in particular. We are the members of Yahushua. We're not one man alone. We all make up Yahushua's body, so therefore we have to love one another as we love ourselves.
That's right.
You understand? The scripture said, no man hated his own flesh. No man hated his own flesh. You understand? You want the scripture that you had? We just wanted to make this video short because we didn't have much recording time. John. No, John 13.
Yeah. John 15, 34, 34. Right, so the John chapter 13 verse 34 to 35. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, and ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another.
Yeah, the scripture says love not in let's see if I can find that. The scripture said love not in word but in deed.
Can.
Understand? So you have to actually show your love. You understand? You have to actually show your love. Alright? I can't really find it in John, and I will take up too much time looking for it.
Can.
You understand? I will just read this. Is 1 John chapter 3 verse 16. It says, hereby perceive we the love of Yahweh, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren.
That's right.
Understand? So we gotta love one another.
And basically, when you think about it, we're under one tree, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and all of us under that one tree with different branches, different gifts, different talents. All of we have to make it. And we have to make sure that all of us make it too.
We lower down. It says, verse 17, it says, but whoso hath this world's good and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of Yahweh in him? So like you see a brother going off, you strong, and the scripture say that are strong bear the infirmity of the weak.
Can.
So you strong, you see a brother struggling, guess what? You're supposed to help your brother also. And if you don't, if you sit back and you mock and talk about your brother, you know different from two things. Verse 18, there's a precept I was looking for. It says, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth.
Can.
Understand? Hey, so, hey, love the brotherhood. See your brother going off, talk to your brother. You going off and your brother speak to you, hey, listen to your brother, because guess what? This is how a spiritual thing. This is not carnal.
Can.
Alright? See how something to say? Can.
So with that, I want to say, give
all
our praises to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Basham Rekakodash.
We give double honors to the apostles of great mercy and natural well.
Can.
Salutations to the men of the whole France, Saint Select.
Can.
To Brother Dawar and Brother Marcus, Saint
Shalom.
Shalom, and stay strong.
Can.